Hello dear students, welcome back to our channel DP Chemistry and I am DP sir. So in the previous class we have discussed about Nernst equation. So we use Nernst equation to calculate the EMF of a cell when you have given a concentration and temperature, right? So Nernst equation is all about the relationship between EMF of the cell, concentration of the electrolyte and temperature at which the reaction is carried out, right? So I have told you that, so let me write down again the Nernst equation. If you have given the single electrode potential, that is your reduction potential, then the Nernst equation will be written as E is equal to E naught minus 2.303 RT YNF log concentration of M by concentration of Mn plus. Then we have reduced this for this one to this form. E is equal to E naught plus 2.303 RT by Nf log concentration of Mn plus ion, right? So this is basically our main equation for a single electrode potential, okay, for single electrode potential when it is given. Then when the temperature is 298 Kelvin, okay, when the temperature is given to be 298 Kelvin, then the form of this equation will be reduced to this. E is equal to E naught plus 0.0591 by N log concentration of Mn plus ion, right? This is so easy to remember. You have to remember these two equations, and if the temperature is given as 298 Kelvin, then you have to put this equation, neither just put this equation, right? So here E is the reduction potential and E naught is the standard reduction potential. I already have mentioned all these things, right? Then this is for a single electrode potential. If you have given the EMF of the cell, okay, or the potential difference of the cell, then we can write it as the Nernst equation will be E cell, okay, that means the EMF of cell is equal to E cell naught, that is the standard EMF of the cell, plus 0.0591 by N log concentration of reactant reactant divided by concentration of product, right? This was our equation. Also in this case I have taken the temperature as 298 Kelvin. If the temperature is not given as 298 Kelvin, then you have to put 2.303 RT by Nf, right, instead of this. Okay, is that clear? I think this must be clear to you. So now we are going to take few example. We will take some cells, and accordingly we will find out the Nernst equation of those cells. So the first cell is, we are given a zinc Ag cell. So the cell representation is Zn2 plus Ag plus Ag. So this is our cell. We have to find out the Nernst equation for this cell, okay. So in order to do so, we first have to write down the cell reaction, okay. So first of all, the left side is anode, the right side is cathode. So first let me write the anode reaction and cathode reaction. So the anode reaction will be Zn will give Zn2 plus, okay. So Zn gives Zn2 plus, then I have to do balance equation. Okay, so Zn gives Zn2 plus, then I just have to add 2 electrons with the Zn2 plus to balance it, right? Then I will write the cathode reaction. Now here you look that in cathode it is going to Ag plus to Ag, right? So I will first simply write it down as Ag gives Ag, Ag plus gives Ag. So here you have to balance the equation first, that Ag plus, when you will add one electron, that it will give Ag, right? Then just look at the side of anode reaction, that the two electrons are produced here, right? So you have to adjust that, or you have to consume all the two electrons. So here one electron is consumed. So if I will write two electrons, then I have to balance the equation. I have to multiply 2 here and also 2 here. So now everything is in its correct form. Now I have to just find out the cell reaction. The cell reaction will be just add anode reaction and cathode reaction. So when I will add that, then 2 electron will be cutted down, right? And the equation will be, or the cell reaction will be, Zn plus 2 Ag plus gives Zn2 plus 2 Ag, right? This is our equation. So now I have to find out our Nernst equation. So first you have to find out the value of n. So in this case the value of n is 2 electron, okay, because here you are here in the anode 2 electrons are lost, and here in the cathode 2 electrons are used up. So the value of n is equal to 2, that is the number of electrons used up, or you can say the number of electrons lost or gained, right? So n is equal to 2. This is the most important thing. And let's say the temperature is given as 298 Kelvin. Then the Nernst equation will take a form: E cell is equal to E cell naught plus 0.0591 divided by n. The value of n is 2 here, right? Then log concentration of reactant divided by concentration of product. So this is the concentration term, this is the reactant, and these are the products. So I have to write it down. The concentration of reactant, that is the concentration of Zn, and the concentration of Ag plus raised power 2, because the coefficient is 2, right? It will be raised as the power, divided by concentration of Zn2 plus into concentration of Ag raised power 2. Okay, so this will be the equation. Now you have to do something. It is going to be further reduced to other form, that here you have given the zinc concentration of zinc, that is a pure solid, so it will be taken as unity, or it will be taken as 1. Okay, and the concentration of Ag, that is also a pure solid, so it will be taken as 1, right? So if I'll put 1 in this case and 1 in this case, then the equation will be reduced to E cell is equal to E cell naught plus 0.0591 by 2 log concentration of Ag plus raised power 2 divided by concentration of Zn2 plus, right? And this will be the Nernst equation for this cell representation, right? So now I have a question for you. You have to solve it out, and just you can comment me in the comment box, and the students who can directly contact me, they can either send me the answer through messenger, or by WhatsApp. Okay, so you have to the problem to practice, problem for practice. You have given the reaction or cell representation as Al, L3 plus aqueous, Ni2 plus aqueous, Ni. So first you have to write down the anode reaction and cathode reaction, then find out the cell reaction by balancing each and everything, right? Then find out n, the value of n, okay, and let's say the temperature is given. Also here the temperature is given as 298 Kelvin, right? So use the equation of 0.0591 by n and find out the Nernst equation. Right, it will be so easy for you guys, I think. If you can't do the problem, then in the next class I will put the answer of it and I will solve it again, right? So first let's try it, okay, by yourself. Now I will take some more example, okay, and we'll find the value, actual value. Okay, here we have find the just the equation. Here we have just found the equation where the concentration of these terms are not given, but when the concentration are given, we will put the value and find the actual new number, right? So we have given a cell like this, Mg solid, Mg2 plus aqueous. The concentration of Mg2 plus ion is given as 0.001 molar. Cu2 plus aqueous. The concentration of Cu2 plus ion is given as 0.0001 molar, right? Cu solid. So this is the equation, or sorry, this is the cell representation we have given. So first we have to write down the equation, right? So the cell reaction will be find out to be Mg plus Cu2 plus gives Mg2 plus Cu, right? How I actually find out these things? Actually the value of the reduction potential of Mg and the reduction potential of copper is given, right? So actually the given things are E naught Mg2 plus by Mg is given as minus 2.37 volt, and E naught Cu2 plus by Cu is given as 0.34 volt. So from these two values you can actually predict which will be anode and which will be cathode. Okay, so if you have given two reduction potential, then the reduction potential which have lowest value will be considered as anode and the other one will be considered as the cathode, right? So in this case the Mg electrode will be the anode and the copper electrode will be the cathode. So accordingly you can find out this equation, right? The cell reaction. So after finding the cell reaction, I can write it down that you have given the two electrode potential, then you can calculate the E naught cell, right? E net cell is equal to E naught cathode minus E naught anode. because the reduction potential are given here, right? So that this will be turned out as 0.34 volt minus 2.37 volt. So this is going to be turned out as plus 2.71 volt. So we have find out the E cell node value. Okay, we have to find out the E cell value. Okay, we have given to find out the E cell, that is EMF of the cell. So we have find out the E naught cell of the value. Now we'll use the Nernst equation to find it out. Now the E cell will be E naught cell plus 0.0591 by N log reactant concentration by product concentration. If I will write it down as, then I will get to know E naught cell plus 0.0591 and the value of N will be 2 here. Okay, because Mg is losing 2 electrons to become Mg2 plus and Cu2 plus getting 2 electrons to become Cu. So 2 electrons are used up here. So the number of electrons will be 2. So the value of N will be 2. Log concentration of reactant. The reactant is Cu2 plus. We are not taking the concentration of Mg because it will be 1. So the concentration of Cu2 plus we will consider that. The concentration of Cu2 plus divided by the concentration of Mg2 plus, that is the product. The concentration of Mg2 plus. Now I can write it down as E naught cell minus 0.0591 by 2 log concentration of Mg2 plus divided by concentration of Cu2 plus. This is the simple mathematics. This is a property of logarithm, right? When you are taking log a by b, then if you are putting a negative sign before that, then you can write b by log b by a, right? Simply we have done this here. Now we have to put all the values. We have find out the E cell node value, that is 2.71 minus 0.0591 by 2 log the concentration of Mg2 plus is given here. The concentration of Mg2 plus is given as 0.001 molar. So we will just put at 0.001 divided by 0. The concentration of Cu2 plus is given as 0.0001, right? And then if I will calculate all the things, then we will get the answer of 2.68045 volt. This will be the final answer. So in this case, you will be given as cell or cell representation. Okay, you will be given the cell, then you have to find out the cell reaction itself. You will be given two reduction potentials. Okay, so if you have given two reduction potentials of the two electrodes, then you can find out E cell node value. Okay, these are two standard electrode reduction potential are given. Then you have to find out the E cell. Okay, how can you calculate? You have find out the E cell node, you have find out the value of N, the concentration of the reactant and product are given. Just use the Nernst equation and calculate everything, right? It's so simple. So I have a question for you. This is the question number 2. Try to solve it out in your home. So the question number 2 will be, we have given a cell representation, or the cell is FeS Fe2 plus. The concentration of Fe2 plus is given as 0.001 molar. H plus The concentration of H plus is given as 1 molar H2 at 1 atm pressure PT. Okay, don't get confused with this. PT is the electrode actually. This is this is a hydrogen electrode. So here the metal is platinum, but the reaction that going is H plus to H2, right? So first you don't use to you don't need to write it down in your cell reaction, right? You just need to use Fe, Fe2 plus H plus and H2. Okay, so this will be your anode, this will be your cathode. So find out the cell reaction in this case. Then you have given with your standard values. That is E naught H plus H2 is given as 0.00 volt. You know that. Okay, standard electrode potential or standard reduction potential of hydrogen electrode is given as 0. Then you have given as E naught Fe2 plus Fe is equal to minus 0.04 volt, right? So you have given the standard reduction potentials. You have to find out the E cell of the cell, find out the EMF of the cell. So you have given the standard reduction potential of 2 electrodes. You can calculate the E naught cell from that. Then you have given the concentration terms. Okay, so you can utilize that in your Nernst equation, calculate the E cell. So these are some problems we have practiced for our Nernst equation. Now we will learn some application of Nernst equation, right? So applications of Nernst equation. The first one is measurement of pressure of a gas or concentration of solution. To measure concentration of solution or pressure of a gas, right? The first we will calculate or we can calculate the concentration of any solution or pressure of a gas by applying Nernst equation. The second one is it can be used to measure pH of a solution. Okay, to measure pH of a solution. I don't think actually from this part we can get some problem. From this part also we can get some problem, how the pH is calculated or how the concentration and pressure are calculated from Nernst equation. But for your syllabus I don't think question will come from these sections. Okay, so you don't need to be worried about it. You just need to remember the applications, right? And the third part is you can calculate the pH of solution with the help of standard hydrogen electrode. To calculate the pH of solution by help of SHE. Okay, when you have given standard hydrogen electrode, then the pH of solution will be given as pH is equal to E cell, that is the EMF of the cell, divided by 0.0591. Remember this question will be asked from this part. Okay, then the relationship between Gibbs free energy and EMF of cell. Relationship, this is not the application part of Nernst equation, this is another part. Okay, relationship between Gibbs free energy and EMF of cell, right? So what Gibbs free energy is? This is denoted by del G. Okay, this is the change in Gibbs free energy, change in Gibbs free energy. This is the excess amount of energy available to do some work. Okay, you must have read this thing in your thermodynamics in the 11th class, right? So the relationship between Gibbs free energy and EMF of the cell is can be written as del G is equal to minus NFE, where N is number of electrons, N is number of electrons, E is your EMF of cell, okay, or I can write it as E cell, right? EMF of cell. Del G, you know, Gibbs free change in Gibbs free energy. F means Faraday, okay, right? So if I will take standard condition, then it will be considered as del G naught is equal to minus NF E naught, right? So this equation you have to remember, and in the upcoming class or next class we are going to discuss some problems using this equation actually, okay? So thank you for watching this class, and bye bye. And if you like this class, then please do like it, and put your answer in the comments, and tell me which classes you actually want next, okay? Do you want some revision classes? And please share the class with your friends.